Living history, World War II stories as told by those who were there.
During the occupation, the streets of France became the battlefield, and the citizens of France became the soldiers. Almost every person living in France during the occupation participated in the resistance in one way or another. Early resistance activity may have been courageous, but it was all the work of single people. Without any formal structure to the resistance, people were finding it hard to make a dent in the Nazis' strict regime. General Charles de Gaulle, who had fled to London when the Germans invaded, addressed the French people via BBC in late June of 1940. He urged them to fight back against the occupying Germans. Once the resistance had the Allies backing it, many SOE and OSS agents were parachuted into France.
And when we got down into Brussels, they come around one day and they took us down to a photographer, took our pictures for fake papers, supposed to be going to Paris. People in our compartment, myself, a Belgian Jewish doctor. She was a medical doctor and she was a Jew. Her son had been hit and killed by a German vehicle. Her husband was a prisoner in Germany, and she got word that he had died of a heart attack, some heart attack. She declared her own personal little war against the Germans. She was a very attractive woman, and she would get some German officer out and get him in a compromising situation and drive a knife in him and take off. Well, of course, the Germans, they tried her in absentia, and they sentenced her to death. Of course, they didn't have her. Well, she was going out through the underground. The other civilian that was with us, this Belgian man who was a British agent, and he would go out through the underground, go back to England, do whatever he had to do in England, come back in with the bomber stream, bail out somewhere over Belgium, do whatever he had to do there, and then go back out through the underground. This was his fourth trip, he told us. Now, they executed the two of them the following day. After they captured us, they made us watch, and they machine gunned the two of them. We're walking down to Gare du Sud. Now, this is the southern station, and we were supposed to go from Paris to the French border, just barely inside France, on the Spanish border. Guys came from across the street with guns. Guys came from around the corner. They scooped us right back against this building. Anyway, they run us out to a place called La Fresne. This is the largest prison in Europe. It's got 5,000 cells. They took them out in a compound out back. This was an exercise area, and they had a catwalk around there where a guy could walk around, a guard could walk around on it. But they made us go and stand on that catwalk and watch them while they machine gunned those two people.
Did they blindfold them?
No.
Do you recall?
No. They just chased them out into there and let them have it.